Imagine a world plunged into darkness, not by war or disaster, but by a silent, invisible force from the sun, a world where our most advanced technologies are rendered useless in an instant. This isn't science fiction, this is the story of the Carrington event. A cosmic storm that struck Earth in 1859, and a stark warning of what could happen again. Our story begins not on Earth, but 93 million miles away, with our star, the Sun. On the morning of September 1, 1859, a British amateur astronomer named Richard Carrington was sketching sunspots, as he often did. Suddenly, he witnessed something no one had ever recorded before, two patches of intensely bright white light erupting from the Sun's surface. He described them as blindingly bright. Carrington had just observed a colossal solar flare, a massive explosion of energy. What he didn't know was that this flare had hurled a gigantic cloud of magnetized plasma, a coronal mass ejection. Directly at Earth, this cosmic cannonball traveled at incredible speed, covering the vast distance to our planet in just over 17 hours. A journey that usually takes several days. As it slammed into Earth's magnetic field, the consequences were immediate and spectacular. All across the globe, the night sky erupted in a breathtaking display of auroras. The northern lights, usually confined to the polar regions, were seen as far south as Cuba, Jamaica, and Hawaii. The light was so bright that people in the Rocky Mountains reported being able to read newspapers by its eerie, colorful glow. Gold miners, thinking it was dawn, woke up and started preparing breakfast. It was a beautiful, yet ominous spectacle, but while the skies danced with light, on the ground, humanity's most advanced technology was in chaos. The telegraph network, the Victorian era's version of the Internet, was the electronic backbone of global communication. As the storm hit, telegraph systems worldwide went haywire. Sparks flew from the telegraph machines, giving operators electric shocks. Some pylons burst into flames. The currents induced by the storm were so powerful that operators discovered they could disconnect their batteries and still send messages, powered solely by the energy from the sky. It was a demonstration of nature's raw and tamed power. The Carrington event was the most powerful geomagnetic storm ever recorded. But in 1859, the world was a simpler place. Our reliance on electricity was minimal. Imagine if a storm of that magnitude were to strike today. Our modern world is a delicate web of interconnected electronics. We rely on a global power grid, a constellation of satellites for communication and navigation, and the Internet for virtually everything. From finance to social connection, all of these systems are critically vulnerable to a Carrington-level event. A modern-day Carrington event would be a multi-trillion-dollar disaster. The first casualty would be the power grid. The massive influx of geomagnetic currents would overload high-voltage transformers, the critical heart of our electrical infrastructure. These are not off-the-shelf items. They are huge, custom-built, and can take months, even years, to replace. Widespread, long-term blackouts would ensue. Without electricity, our world grinds to a halt. No lights, no refrigeration, no clean water being pumped to our homes. Gas stations wouldn't be able to pump fuel. Hospitals would be forced to rely on backup generators. But for how long? The global supply chain would collapse. It would be a cascade of failures, a domino effect plunging society back into a pre-industrial age. But without the skills to survive in it, all of us, our vital satellite network would be fried. GPS would fail, crippling navigation for planes, ships, and cars. Global communication would be severed. No cell phones, no television, and crucially, no internet. The financial markets would be frozen. The digital information that forms the bedrock of our economy could be wiped out. Think about it, a world without your phone, without access to your bank account, without any way of knowing what's happening on the other side of the city, let alone the world. So, what are we doing about this existential threat? Scientists and space agencies like NASA are working tirelessly. We now have a fleet of solar observatories, like the Solar Dynamics Observatory, that keep a constant watch on the sun. These provide us with an early warning system. If we see a massive solar flare erupt, we can get a few hours, maybe a day, of advance notice before the storm hits Earth. This warning is crucial. It gives power grid operators time to take preventative measures, like strategically shutting down parts of the grid to prevent catastrophic overloads. Satellite operators can put their spacecraft into a safe mode to protect their sensitive electronics, but these are temporary fixes, not a permanent solution. The challenge is immense. Hardening our entire global infrastructure against such a powerful event is an enormous and expensive undertaking. The Carrington event of 1859 wasn't a one-off anomaly. Geological records, like ice core samples from Greenland, show evidence of even more powerful solar storms in Earth's distant past. The Sun is a volatile star, and it's not a question of if another superstorm will happen, but when the 1859 event was a whisper from the cosmos, a glimpse of the Sun's true power. Today, that whisper would be a deafening roar. It serves as a profound reminder of our place in the universe. We are a technologically advanced civilization, but we exist at the mercy of cosmic forces far beyond our control. Understanding this threat, preparing for it, and building a more resilient world is one of the greatest challenges of our time. The silent, beautiful lights of 1859 carry a stark warning for our bright, electrified future. We would be wise to listen. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into our planet's past and potential future fascinating, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the world around us. Stay curious.